Now for mid and lower thoracic and lumbar region, to increase lumbar flexion, there are many techniques, out of which first self stretching technique. The person will be in hook lying position, then he will be instructed to bring one knee and then the other knee towards the chest, clasp the hands around the thighs and pull them to the chest while elevating the sacrum off the mat. The patient should not grasp around the tibia as this may cause compression over the knee joint. This is self stretching technique 2. In quadruped position, the patient will first perform a posterior pelvic tilt without rounding the thorax. Then he will flex the lumbar spine and not the thoracic spine. The patient will hold the position and then relax it. After that, he will bring the hips back to the feet, hold, and then return to the hands and knees position. This also helps in stretching the gluteus maximus, quadriceps femoris, and shoulder extensor muscles. To increase lumbar extension, we need to stretch anterior lumbar muscles or lumbar flexors. First self stretching technique is known as prone press up, what we call Bhujangasana in yoga. The patient starts in prone position, gradually places the hands under the shoulders and start extending the elbows by pushing the thorax up of the mat. The pelvis is kept down, pressed towards the mat. If patient is not able to maintain pelvis down, we can use stabilization belt or strap to fix the pelvis. This also places stretch over the hip flexor muscles and other soft tissues which are anterior to the hip joint. Second self stretching technique, in standing, the patient places hands in the low back area and leans backward till the range allows without the fear of fall. In third technique, the patient will be in quadruped position and the patient is instructed to allow the spine to sag, causing lumbar lordosis or lumbar extension. It is similar to the cat and camel exercises, while humping and hollowing of the back is performed in quadruped position. Now to increase lateral flexibility of the spine, which is commonly used for the treatment or rehabilitation of spinal postural deformities such as scoliosis. First, active manual stretching technique starts in prone position. The patient is stabilized manually or with the help of a belt at iliac crest on the side of concavity of the curvature. Now he or she is asked to reach toward the knee with the arm on the convex side of the curvature. So the patient leans away from the concavity and tries to touch the knees of the convex side. Along with that, the opposite arm is stretched up and overhead. Patient can be instructed to breathe in and expand the rib cage on the side which is being stretched or side of concavity. Figure 1 shows active manual stretching technique. In prone, pelvis is stabilized. The concave side or left side is stretched along with the movement of arm, and convex side or right side is where the arm is brought towards the knee. Also look at the image 2 for active manual stretch technique. Number 2 in prone position. Here the therapist supports the lower extremities over her hands and assists in side bending or side flexion of the trunk away from the side of concavity, which is right side in this image. Here, as we have seen in image 2, the patient will be in prone position and the upper trunk is stabilized, thoracic spine. By holding onto the edge of the mat table with the arms, therapist lifts the hips and legs and laterally bends the trunk away from the concavity. Now third technique for active manual stretching is in heel sitting position. Patient leans forward, bends forward so the abdomen rests on the anterior thighs and the arms are stretched overhead bilaterally so the hands are flat on the floor, as we will be seeing in next slide in image A. Then after, the patient laterally bends the trunk away from the side of concavity. Here image A shows the position where the person is leaning forward in heel sitting while both the arms are stretched upwards and ahead, and image B shows side flexion of the trunk away from the concave side, which is right side here. So the person or patient is bending towards the right side because the concavity is towards the left side. Now in the images down, active manual stretching techniques 4 and 5 are seen where the patient is in side lying. Both the techniques are almost same except for the fact that in technique 4 the patient is completely on the treatment table, whereas in technique 5 the patient will be half outside the treatment table with the concavity upwards and convexity downwards in side lying position. A roll of towel is placed where the assumed peak of convexity is there. Arms are incorporated along with the movement of side flexion of trunk. As we have seen in the image, the person will be side lying over the edge of a mat table with a rolled towel at the apex of the curve. The top arm is stretched overhead. The therapist stabilizes the iliac crest, and this position or head down position is held as long as possible. In technique 5, side lying on convex side with roll towel at the apex and the patient reaches overhead, and we are helping in stabilizing the patient iliac crest. Thank you. This completes our stretching, including theory as well as practical. I hope everybody is practiced well. As we know, it is an important technique clinically as well as exam wise. I request you all to work hard and sharpen your stretching skills. Stretching is a basic concept and technique which we use in almost all the patients, including musculoskeletal, neurological, pediatric, all the conditions. Thank you. We will be starting functional re-education, mat activities in our next lecture. Have a great day.